Hi, here's USA speaking. USA is the short form of my real name, Stefan Alder. Please let me first introduce myself. I'm a Microsoft certified trainer, VMware certified instructor, and VMware vExpert. vExpert since the beginning of this track. I'm the trainer with the largest data center lab worldwide. My private lab is called D&D, which means Data Center on Demand. The lab contains near 100 physical servers from HP, Cisco, storage systems from EMC, NetApp, HP, Dell EqualLogic, and Nimble Storage. I'm also an engineer and consultant. Over 10 years I have a broad experience in building virtual infrastructures for data centers from a middle to a large scale. Today I want to investigate what happens if you are disconnecting boot volumes from two different hypervisors. I have here my first system. This is an ESXi 5.1 from VMware. The system is connected to a boot-LUN over FC to a NetApp storage, and I do a login here. First I go to the system logs. You see here 6 points. This means the system logs are written down to the hard drive in the SAN, and if I disconnect the LUN, the boot volume, then the following happens. I go 1 point up and down, and you see the system has immediately noticed there was a change. The volume isn't reachable and the logs cannot be written down. So you have the possibility to reconfigure the logs, that the system is sending the logs to syslog server in the network as example. Let's take a look to our vCenter. Here we have this server entity 62 with the disconnected boot volume. There is a virtual machine on it. The virtual machine itself is running at another storage, and so there is no impact. I can move this VM away to an intact system with vMotion, and you see all is operating. There's no warning, there's no alert, the system is not grayed out or something like this. This is because the ESXi is fully loaded into the RAM of the physical system. There is no need for a hard drive. You don't need a classical boot volume at all. You can also use an auto-deploy solution where you can do a PXE boot or a TFTP server, and you can save money with such a solution because you don't need hard drives, boot LANs or something like this. Let's take a look to our Windows system. I do a login. You see it's a Microsoft Hyper-V Server 2012, and I go to the configuration menu of the system. Here we see it. I do a disconnect of the boot LUN offline. Okay. Now I try to configure the network as example, and it's stocking. I cannot do an entry. It's stocking. And you see your PC ran into a problem. Oh, it's interesting. It's a PC, it's not a server. Oh, no joke. Maybe you are thinking, oh, this is theory. This would never happen in the field. But believe me, I had the same situation some months ago at a customer's side. It was a very large international customer. They had over 100 HP blades connected to a boot SAN. This SAN was only for booting the volumes, and they have done a firmware upgrade, and this boot SAN wasn't operating for some minutes. The VMs don't had a problem because they had NFS data stores, and so with ESXi on it, it wasn't really a problem. The operating of the system, the whole system, the production was absolutely normal, no problem at all. With Hyper-V you could have a problem if you lose a boot volume. As example, if you are using a non-reliable storage, or if you have a memory stick solution. Memory sticks are not really reliable and they are not running in a RAID level. If such a memory stick is failing, you have seen what the result will be. Then there is another very interesting aspect. If I go back here to my SAN, you see for an ESXi to install it and to run it, to write down the system logs, you need only 5.4 gigs. And here the Windows Hyper-V edition, this is the minimum size I found out after trying to install it with blades, which contains 256 gigabytes of RAM. With 40 gigs you can install it, but you cannot do hotfixing or apply a service pack. I hope you have enjoyed my video, and I wish you a nice day. Bye bye.